FOREX review for today, and pretty much just going to continue from our weekly analysis yesterday. And the first one that we're going to carry on with is Euro USD. So we've actually got some buyers stepping in, not off a level though. So remember, the level that I'm looking for is this area here of 111,498, and we haven't quite got that. We've just sort of started with buying happening straight away from the open. You can see open flat, and then the buyer stepped in straight away. So this area here is a fairly strong breakout level. You can see there were buyers here. We've resisted it once, twice. So that would be an area that I would expect sellers to step in. There may be a little short brewing here during the European Open to target this area down here. And I think that's pretty much the only setup that I can see on this pair here. So it's worth watching this little zone here of 112.004, or basically 112. That's the area that we should be watching at the moment, and see what transpires here at the European Open. I think, for me, I think this is going to be another short. Trend is down at the moment, so it'll be a short off there down to here. Break above that high there, which is 112.545, and that's to put a level in there. You can see how important that level is, and I think that's pretty much the line that you want for a bigger move to the upside. So I think at the moment this is brewing for a short right here, and target all the way down here at 111.498. This 111.498 is a big area, so definitely take profit and then watch what happens here, because I anticipate a bounce off this area, and be honest with you, a bounce that's going to take this flag out. Okay, pound USD. So we've got this pretty strong trend line in here that we're respecting. Again, we've bounced off it. It's on the 3-hour, and similar scenario here. Only difference is that we are at a pretty big level. So if I do that on the 8-hour, you can see this is a pretty big level. And this is after, it's also a Fibonacci level 61.8. So I'm watching this, not really looking for anything out of this pair, really watching this because I have a feeling this level here is going to be pretty strong and probably hold. So just coming back to the hour, you can see at the moment it doesn't look that way. We've got the sellers stepping in, trying to keep pushing it down, but I'll be watching this area. I think the logical thing to do here, and the safe thing to do, is to wait for a break out above this area here of 123,997. Wait for the break there, wait for a retest, let the retest hold, start forming some higher lows, and that would be the area that should be where we should be getting in long. Okay, nothing else that I can really pick up on this. There's nothing else that's really changed. This pattern here off the level on the 8-hour is starting to get pretty interesting, and basically all that it does is it starts validating that wedge. Okay, so paying attention to that, Euro Aussie dollar, we had a pretty strong gap up onto a level, and we gapped up, tried to come up the level, and sellers stepped in and started moving to the downside. However, if you look at the hour, there's a trend line break that we've had. We had the trend line break Friday. Monday has been a one-way traffic down. So the interesting thing is to see what happens right here where we are. And there's two basic levels here. You can see all these tails to the upside here. Okay, and that's pretty much 50% of range as well. So I mean, if you eyeball this, you'll see these two levels here are slap bang in the middle of the range. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens here, because I think if we do get a pin bar off here on the hour, I would be tempted to get down to a 15-minute and see what transpires here. Okay, it's really messy with all these tails left up and down. It's very, very messy. But there is a trend line break, trend line retest again. Okay, on the 15, we're in the middle of the range again, the range being the upper side 163,993 and the downside being 162,908. So this could be a pretty, not a strong move, but it's a move up and it's a retracement into a zone of support. And there's multiple zones of support. There's a diagonal and horizontal trend line support here. So this is interesting me for a long as well. And obviously not now, but we'll wait and see what happens at the European Open. And I want to see, ideally, if we can get two tails here, sort of a tweezer bottom at this level on the hour. That would be pretty strong for another move up to the upside here of 163,993. Okay. Euro Japanese yen, again, haven't bounced off a level. So this one, I think what you should be looking at is somewhere in this area here, and it's already started to happen. You should expect a opportunity for a short and looking for 119228. Not really interested in that during the Asian session, but that's pretty much what I can see at the moment. Until we get down to 119228, I'm not really looking at anything because I think that's the level we need to tag, and possibly even a little bit further down. Let's just put that in. Possibly even down at this area here of 119 flat. Okay. Pound USD. No, sorry, Euro Pound. We really don't pay. Euro Pound, nothing really much going on here. The trend is up at the moment, so we're looking for opportunities to buy. But the problem is the opportunities to buy reside down here. That's a pretty strong level. This area here is another area for buying, but it is fairly weak. So we've had this gap up and we've come back, and sort of buyers are coming in off this area. So I think we'll be watching this. Worth going down to 15 minutes on this and just waiting for higher lows. You can see there's higher lows. I want to break above there before I get in, but that's kind of another opportunity we're looking at, which is also looking at longs. And then the others, I don't think. US Canada is not doing much. Gold is at a breakout. That's one we touched on yesterday. So it's had a breakout, retest, come back. So it has left a gap though. Trend is fairly strong. And I'm looking for longs actually. So we'll wait to see what the European Open brings, but I'm definitely looking for longs on this pair as well. Okay. So anyway, guys, so a lot of what we looked at on the weekend is starting to materialize, and just got to be patient and wait for the setups, the right setups now, and then get in for those trades. And hopefully we can have a fairly decent week this week. Anyway, that's it for me today on Forex. Hope it helps, and we'll catch you later. Cheers for now.